Okay, welcome to the Choice Breakout Group. My name is Sweetie. I'm the Director of Asia Pacific, LaserJet and Enterprise Solutions. Today I'm going to share with you on the Choice Breakout. But before I start, I'd like to share with you how this choice relates to the 2 billion strategy that you heard this morning. I think you are sitting on this better of array of this 8 diagrams, as you can see. Right, this was the strategy that 2 billion used to drive some of the military strategy. Yeah? And this can be done in infinite ways to look at some of the battlefields. Kind of relates back to how we talked about choice to customers. Right, so this morning, before I start, I'll just want to recap what you heard this morning from both Sandra and John Solomon. You heard a lot of the choice discussions of how SMB look at cost savings as well as driving growth as the market recovers. So that's very critical as we understand the customers on what they want as HP design our offerings to the customers. So 44% you heard this morning of SMB wants to move to contractual business. Yeah, I will probably slow down so that they can translate. Does that help? Yeah? Give me a cue if you need to slow down for the translation. So 44% of Asia Pacific SME have indicated that they want to move to some form of MPS, contractual offerings for printing services. Okay, good. So you have seen the whole offering of what HPS provides to both SMB and enterprise segment. Oh, okay, I can go ahead. Great. So let me start with the enterprise segment. This morning you heard we have actually done this announcement of the Enterprise Managed Print Services since 2006. And tomorrow you will hear a lot of the presentation of what kind of offerings HP provide to the enterprise segment. I'd like to focus my section more on the SMB, how HP have taken some of the offerings on the enterprise and bring it down to SMB that's more affordable and simple for them in their minimum managed environment. Okay? So I'll start with value contractual because we have been announcing the value contractual business for the last 12 months. I think most of you have heard about this value contractual business. HP has provided a lot of portfolio to address the value contractual for the medium-sized customers. This fits from 100 to the 999 segments. And here we have different partners that can offer to the SMB, medium-sized customers. HP is continuing to offer more competitive CPP, cost per page, to bring the cost down for the SMB in this segment. I would like to focus more on my discussion in the simple contracture you heard this morning on the quick page. So what is quick page? This is a segment that we want to address at the 1 to 499 SMB, more of the smaller size customers. And a lot of them wants to move on how can I take my CapEx to OpEx. You've heard a lot. How can I free up my cash flow so I can reinvest in growth and take the savings to drive my business growth. So HP have heard what the customer wants. So we are offering a very simple package to the SMB customers to help them drive this cost savings. And this is where we work with our traditional transactional partners to deliver this offering to the SMB. Let me elaborate a little. So you've seen this morning, the way we have packaged it is we have bring together hardware, the supplies, support and installation that we package it into a pre-configured package and deliver to the SMB in a 3-year contract that they can pay monthly or quarterly. Right? How does that work? I think the way we want to illustrate this is using the telco. I think most of you have Telco Package, right? They're a very simple way of how they can sell the package to you. So, for example, you have a 3-year contract. Typically what you do, you pick the device that you want, whether you want an iPhone, a BlackBerry, you pick the device. you look at your own consumptions. Am I a low user, high user? Do I use more text? Do I use more of the phone airtime? So based on your profile, you kind of pick the services and the contract you want to sign up with the service provider. Similarly, we're doing this in the printing environment for SMB. How do we do that? We take all our work group printers that we pre-configured with 3 kinds of package. It's almost like low usage, medium usage, high usage, depending on your individual customers. How they use it, they can pick the volume that they want. And then we will package all this with services that we will install for them, after service, plus the supplies, consumables that will deliver to them on the monthly charge or quarterly, depending on what choice you want to pick the payment. Yeah? So this is almost like a very simple contract, like the mobile service provider. And if you use color, obviously you can pick the portfolio that we have that offers the color usage. So both mono and color, single function, multi-function, we have a broad spectrum of offerings that we cater to the customers. Yeah. So I hope this gives you a better sense of how this simple package can deliver to SMB, because they are not like enterprise business that they have huge IT resources. We make it so simple for them on the contract. They just pick and choose the contract that they want. Yeah. So what's the benefits to them? Number one, they have one simple choice. One simple contract that bundles everything on the solutions for them, including the supplies, the toner that they use, yeah, and we build it to them. So how does that help them? Instead of buying the device upfront in cash, they pay just based on monthly usage. That's critical for SMB. They kind of move from a CapEx to an OpEx expense. Number two, how we help them is, you heard from John this morning, a lot of SMB might not have sophisticated IT resources, so we provide this very powerful web-based portal called InCommand Portal that we set up for the customers. They can go into the portal, they can look at how much am I using. So then when you look at your mobile package, you sometimes wonder, how much minutes do I use? This portal allows you to have a similar experience where you look at how many pages you print in your environment. And then it also helps you to free up your IT resources when you want to order the supplies. You just go into the portal, you order the supplies, and it will be delivered to you. Right? So it's very, very easy for the SMB because this is a one-stop shop that they can interact with HP to deliver their full services. Yeah? The last benefit, obviously, is world-class support and delivery that will provide all the end-to-end support for them. So I think this is great news for SMB because we have simplified the whole printing services where they have to work with multiple partners. Now they just work with HP. Yeah? So this is the cloud-based print services platform we talked about this morning. Essentially, once they pick the package, they will have access to the portal that they can look at their usage, they can look at what kind of supplies they want. Is really enable the whole infrastructure for the customers. Okay? So these are the benefits on the InCommand Portal. I think this is a key selling point for SMB, that we can enable the whole printing experience for them. Okay. So in summary, how does HP respond to SMB is this quick page. We offer you simple contract that you just pay monthly or quarterly, that you can have, let me go back, efficiency on how you can increase your productivity. You have cost saving because you know exactly how much you use, therefore you pay only what you use. And then we give you very clear transparency, real life reporting, you know exactly how many pages you use, so that you will not have any hidden costs. We're very transparent to the SMB on what kind of package that suits your business needs. If you feel you want to upgrade, sometimes in your telco package, if you use more airtime, you want to upgrade to a higher package, we allow you to change your package according to your needs. So it's very flexible. Right? We provide you this module that you can pick and choose whether you want to upgrade to a higher usage, lower usage. Yeah, so we simplify the whole experience for the customer. Obviously on the environment, we collect the supplies for you once it's finished, we deliver the new supplies to your office. So we take away this hassle for you to do this supplies cartridge. We actually recycle it in our planet programs, yeah, so that's environmental friendly. So that's our response to SMB in helping them to grow the business, to drive costs down, and allow them to focus on their true business while we, as HP, manage their printing experience with them. Okay, let me move to the partners. What does it mean to HP partners? This is a great opportunity because in the past, a lot of our partners in HP sells by transaction. What do you mean by transaction? They just sell the box. Like if you're an SMB, I just quote you the device. So today, as we present this quick page offering for SMB, they're really excited because we give them a new opportunity of how they can move their business to a contractual business. And they can have new business where they can earn supplies and services sales that they use to not to do that and just focus on the hardware. So I think that's great news for our partners. At the same time, we pre-configure for them so that they do not need to invest a lot of infrastructure to deliver their offerings to their current SMB customers. So that's great news for our partners. They're very excited about that because HP now offered an infrastructure that they can sell contractual business. In the past, contractual business used to be more on the contractual partners that our partners do not know how to sell and interact with the customers. This kind of helps them to sell a new business model to their SMB customers. So that's great news. And you look at the InCommand portal, I've shared with you how it interacts for customers. This is a view on how the ecosystem of how HP interacts with our partners. We offer them the complete solutions where they can enable a contractual business. So areas that we support them is if they do quotations for the customer, when the customer sign up which package they want. We give them the sales tool, how they quote and propose to the customer. It's so simple for them. They don't need to invest a lot of resources to sell to the customers. At the same time, we give them usage report, billing, contract management. It's kind of a one-stop shop. They can do pre-sales, to quotation, to management of the customer database. So that's great news to our partners because it allows them a very simple way to enter into new business opportunities. Yeah? So these are the benefits. You hear the InCommand portal. The whole infrastructure is enabled by HP. They just need to sign up as our partners. They can offer directly to our SMB. So this is a great ecosystem that HP has provided that we have kind of connect our customers to HP and the partners in a very simple contractual business that SMB can just sign up the packages. Yeah. So I've touched, I hope you have a better view on how HP offers contractual business, because that's where the growth is as the market moves from cost cutting to recovery, as you hear from Sandra. This is a full spectrum of how HP addresses different segments in the contractual business. I think that's very relevant in Korea as a mature market. A lot of SMB are looking into how they can look at contractual business in terms of the printing and take away that nightmare and focus on their business. Yeah? But I also want to touch on the transactional part, because that's another choice. There are certain SMB who still prefer to buy transactionally rather than contractually. Actually, HP provides a complete choice for them. You want to sign a contract with us for 3 years? We offer you a quick page. If you still want to buy a box of a device plus the supplies, HP will continue to offer our current services. So that's a complete choice that we've provided to the customer. So what do we have to offer on the transactional space? I think this is the first track most of you have heard. As you step through the different tracks, you will hear the broad announcements of the different hardware, be it from single function to all-in-one and color portfolio that we have announced. So the way we have looked at our portfolio is we look at the customer need from SMB. So we have all the low-end products all the way to MFD products on the hardware that you're going to hear the announcement today. But likewise, I would like to highlight to you on the toner front, because a lot of customers are concerned about operating costs. We do have launches of toner that maps to the customer needs. If you use lower volumes, we have the standard cartridge that meets your printing needs. If you use a lot, let's say some legal firms in SMB, accounting firms, and they print a lot, they want to use more, we have products we call it X cartridge, more like extra large kind of cartridges that helps you to cater to your volume, and the CPP, which is cost per page, will come down drastically. Obviously, at the enterprise, where they have huge groups of people, we have an XD. So that's the X dual cartridge, double pack, that you can use. And as you look at this, we cater both the hardware and the toner according to customer needs. So as you deal with our partners, with HPs, we tailor our solution to meet your needs. And obviously, as you step up, the higher usage is just like a Telco Package, the cost will come down. Yeah? So just to give you an illustration on this SKU, all the way from the standard A cartridge to the X dual package, you can save 39 cost savings in your cost per page. That's great saving for enterprise business. The more you use, the cost per page will come down. Yeah? So I just want to touch on the transactional choice that HP continues to offer, because that's where we have been focusing on the business. But likewise, in this launch, we're announcing the new quick page where we're extending a contractual contract to the SMB segment. Yeah? So I hope that gives you a good overview of the choice that HP provide to our customers end-to-end from our portfolio, as well as payment choice they want to pick, transactionally or contractually. Yeah? With that, I'll take on some questions from the team.